Welcome to our VirtuaLaw Legal Analysis series. In today's episode, we will discuss the meaning, application and sample case of Doctrine of Judicial Admissions. Let's dive right into it. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is a rule of evidence in the Philippines that allows a party to introduce into evidence a statement made by an opposing party during a judicial proceeding. The statement is considered to be an admission of fact, and the opposing party is not allowed to contradict it. Application. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is based on the principle of estoppel, which means that a party cannot be allowed to contradict their own statements. This is because it would be unfair to allow a party to mislead the court by making a statement, and then later try to deny it. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is used in a variety of cases, including civil and criminal cases. For example, in a civil case, a party might admit to having been in a particular place at a particular time. This admission could be used to prove that the party was liable for an accident that occurred at that place and time. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is also used in criminal cases. For example, a defendant might admit to having committed a crime. This admission could be used to convict the defendant. Sample case. One case that illustrates the use of the Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is Agbayani v. Lupa Realty Incorporated GR number 201193, June 10, 2019. In this case, the plaintiff, Agbayani, sued the defendant, Lupa Realty, for damages for breach of contract. The defendant admitted in its pleadings that it had entered into a contract with the plaintiff, but it denied that it had breached the contract. The Supreme Court of the Philippines ruled in favor of the plaintiff, holding that the defendant's admission in its pleadings was a judicial admission. The court found that the defendant could not contradict its own admission, and it therefore held that the defendant had breached the contract. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is an important rule of evidence in the Philippines. It helps to ensure that the truth is brought out in court, and it prevents parties from misleading the court. Here are some of the key features of the Doctrine of Judicial Admissions in the Philippines. A judicial admission is a statement made by a party during a judicial proceeding. The statement must be clear, unequivocal, and deliberate. The statement must be about a fact within the party's knowledge. The statement cannot be contradicted by the party who made it. The Doctrine of Judicial Admissions is a powerful tool that can be used to prove a party's case. However, it is important to note that the doctrine only applies to statements that are made during a judicial proceeding. Statements that are made outside of court, such as in a press release or in a conversation with a friend, are not considered to be judicial admissions. That's all for this episode. Stay tuned for more legal insights in our future episode. Remember, understanding the law helps us comprehend the intricacies of our legal system. See you next time. Like and subscribe.